Okay. It's okay. It's fine. I think we are all set. I think we are live everywhere. Let's make sure Instagram is going to participate. Yes. Perfect. Okay. We are officially live. Sarah, thank you so much for joining me today. For our viewers, welcome. This is Catholic Owned Live. I am joined today by Sarah Antonio, who is the founder, creative, and leather mastermind, I like to say, behind Wild Things Leather Goods.
Thank you.
Sarah, thank you so much for joining me for the Wednesday show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
So the Wednesday show is my favorite because I get to talk to wonderful people like you, different individuals who have something great to say and play an important role in the Catholic economy. So I know you have been in the handcrafted leather goods industry in this work in the Catholic space for many years. And so I really think you have such a unique perspective. So I'm just delighted to be with you. I'm going to go ahead and read your bio because I think it is so interesting and I just love it. So, and then that way everyone out there can hear the whole story too. So Sarah, since receiving her first pieces of leather from her grandfather's farm, leather has always been a source of inspiration for Sarah. She works hard to craft simple, elegant leather goods from the most sustainable and ethical materials she can source from small U.S. companies. She creates leather goods of all varieties and loves sending them out into the world to bring a bit of beauty and a spark of faith. She designs and produces leather goods from her studio, where she and her husband raise and homeschool their 9 children. So much good stuff in there. Where should we begin? What would you like to start off with? Because my mind is buzzing with questions.
Oh goodness, yeah. So I make leather goods and I've been doing it for a long time. It's been really fun to learn about the different types of leather and different ways we can use it. And in the Catholic space, it's been great lately because I've actually kind of pivoted to uh, kind of doing a lot of full sale. And so it's been fun to work with different Catholic companies and bring their visions to life in leather also. So it's been really fun. It's a neat industry to be in, and it's fun to bring the Catholic twist to it. So that's cool.
Well, and I feel like it's so special because, in today's world, of the world of kind of mass produced goods, there's so much to be said about that artisanal quality, that handmade touch. Can you share, and obviously leather being just such a beautiful material, can you share some of some of your favorite things or some of your favorite perks of these handmade goods over a commercially produced product?
Yeah, for sure. So I think, especially with handmade leather goods, I think they dovetail really well with the Catholic mission and like worldview because it is totally natural material. We use vegetable tan leathers, so it's all like stuff that God gave us, unlike like plastic or whatever. And it's very sustainable. It's very good for the earth. So it's been fun to create different items out of this unique material that feels like the material in and of itself is been given to us by God. My light is flashing. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. No worries. We have one light fixture that does that too. It's like it drives me crazy every week. But I get it. So that's okay. It's all good. So I guess how do you decide like what to design? How did you kind of get started? What was your first piece that sort of kicked off this beautiful work that you do?
So my first piece was a bag that I made for my son. And he's 19 now, but he was starting kindergarten. And I bought him, your typical kid's backpack. I think it has Spider-Man on it or whatever. And within 2 weeks of his first day of school, it was broken. And I was so frustrated because I thought, first off, the bag was like plastic. It was not beautiful, except, a kid loves it because it had Spider-Man on it or whatever. But it was not, there was no beauty to it. There's no artistry to it. And then it fell apart. And so then it goes off to a landfill and it's probably still sitting there today. It'll take 100 years for that thing to decompose. And I was just so bothered by this. So I went to this stash of leather that I had and I made him a bag. And that bag went all over. He took it climbing mountains. I mean, that bag went everywhere and it never fell apart. Um, and he no longer carries it, but he does still have it in his closet today. So it's still intact. And so that kind of sparked the idea in my mind. I was like, kids deserve beautiful items also. And it was so hard to find beautiful bags for children, or try to find your 4-year-old a leather belt. Like, it's very difficult. That stuff's just not out there. And so that was my first bag. I started my adventure bag. And it's still on my website today. I do still occasionally make them. Um, the demand was not as high because they're expensive so while I still make them, I do not sell a ton of them. But that was the first item I made, kind of the inspiration and what really made me fall in love with the material, and working with it and the beautiful things that you can make with it.
Mm. I love that it was sparked by the family. I'm
Yeah.
such an advocate for Catholics owning businesses as families.
Mhm.
I really think
Yes.
there's so much strength and really power that we can have over our own lives, obviously within the means of what
Mhm.
God allows us to control, but uh,
Right.
owning the means of production and raising our children up in a home that is entrepreneurial, I think is so important.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
can you share a little? Has that been? I'm sure. I mean, you have 9, so you
I
are
do.
running laps around most of us.
No, not at all. I'm just crazy. No. Yeah.
Is has that having that entrepreneurial spirit, those business operations in the home, been something your children have enjoyed or have learned from, or can you share about that experience?
I think they enjoy it. They work with me and for me a lot also, now that we've grown. And so that's actually fantastic because I'm able to employ them a little bit. They're able to see that you can build a business out of just your own ideas and stuff. And so I do think they enjoy it. I think it's also kind of sparked some creativity in their own lives too. Like, my daughter has sold her baked goods before, and different things. I've got another daughter who's an artist, and so I do think they see the work that we do, and we're all doing it together. And I do think that that inspires them a little bit, to see that they can do that type of thing on their own, also in their own creative way. I think it's really important for creativity to be all over the household and like an integral part of how our home is run. So, um, yeah, I do think it's been super important and super instrumental in our family life.
That's wonderful. And yeah, I love it's that this handmade craft,
Mhm.
uh, craft quality, like craftsman quality items, and they're able to
Mhm.
be part of that. I just think
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
it's great. Yeah.
So tell us, I know that you have the kids bags that you make. I know you also make great bags for adults for travel.
Mhm.
Is it called the Traveler, your large bag?
I do have a travel bag, and then I have all the bag names are all kind of adventure inspired. So the Sojourner is kind of my backpack messenger bag. And then I've got a sling bag that's called the Wanderlust. It's kind of your fitted sling that just holds like your phone and your wallet and your passport type of thing. But yes, and then my brother went on a big trip. My brother's an author and illustrator, and he went on a big trip, and it was really fun to make a bag for him for his sketchbook and his pens. And that was an exciting one because then he took that all around the world, literally, and and is writing a book based on that trip. And so it was really cool that the bag got to go with him through the whole adventure.
Wow, that
So
I
it's
mean,
been
just so special. And
fun.
I imagine your clients, they order these pieces and they are sort of part of their story, like for your
Yes, I
son,
love that. Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Yes, and I love that. It'd be fun to know where the bags all end up and the adventures that they go on. I wish I could like put a little tracker in there or something,
Yeah.
so you could find out where all they're going because it's fun to know that they're accompanying people on their little life's adventures and stuff. Is really neat.
Yeah. Well, that kind of pivots us into, I was hoping we could talk a little more about your wholesale. And because I love that that is getting these wonderful gifts into the hands of more people. So
Yes.
will you share a little about on the wholesale side, what a business or a nonprofit can order from you or customize? I know there's a lot of creativity that goes
Mhm.
in. Tell us what you can do.
There is. So the wholesale side is super fun because it's a collaboration. I work with the companies and we come up with a design that fits their needs. I do like, for example, um, Liturgy of the Hours. The Word on Fire has a Liturgy of the Hours subscription book that they send out every month um, to lay people, and it's those subscription books are not super sturdy because they're just made to last you the month and then you toss them. So we worked together to come up with a leather book cover that is imprinted with all of their like cover art and their names and their logos and all that stuff. And then we turn that all into a really high quality book cover for your Liturgy of the Hours subscription. So that was a really fun one because we got to collaborate with them with their like cover design, but then I got to do the actual leather design, and um, so that was a really fun project because I enjoy working with other people too and getting ideas of what their visions are too. So any company can contact me and we will work together and come up with a design. Even like small, it doesn't have to be huge things, like even small stuff like keychains with your logo on it that you might even just use as like a trade show giveaway or something. If you just want to elevate the quality of that type of giveaway good, then we can work together to come up with a design for you there too. And then you also can feel good about these little items that are going out into the world, that they are sustainably and ethically made, as opposed to the like plastic tchotchkes that you get that you're like, I don't know how ethical they were made, and like then they're gonna end up in a landfill, like this whole like
Mhm.
spiral of stuff. So we offer something that's sustainable and ethical, but also custom designed just exactly to your specifications.
And I think that's so important, as a business or a nonprofit, as a gift for your donors, right? Or something
Yes.
like that. I think
Mhm.
when, as a Catholic business or as a Catholic nonprofit, when your giveaway or your thank you or your,
Mhm.
Christmas corporate gift is
Right.
something beautiful from a truly Catholic owned business, it
Mhm.
sends such a different message, I feel like.
It really does. Yeah. Yeah. I do think it's important. Yeah.
And I think on the receiving end, when we go to the conference, if we do those things, whatever's in the
Hmm.
bags, like you were mentioning, if it's kind of a low quality plastic thing, I personally, it's easier to throw that away, right? It's
It
easier to
is,
say,
yes.
oh, I don't want to clutter,
Hmm.
but if it's this beautiful
Yeah.
handmade leather item, it's
Yes.
like, this is
You're
serious.
gonna
It just,
use and you're gonna use it, and then like 6 months from now, you're gonna be like, "Who is that company?" And then you're like, "Oh wait, they're on my keychain that I use every day." Like you're going because it's beautiful and because it's well made. People are actually going to use it. It's not gonna end up in the trash or stuck in a drawer somewhere or whatever. They're actually going to use it, and then they're going to remember your company. So like your ROI is up going to be much higher too, I think.
absolutely. Yeah, there's a co-branding there and
Yes,
a persistent marketing messaging happening there for sure. No,
exactly.
I love that. And it's wonderful that you're kind of do custom stuff. So, of course, we encourage
Yeah.
folks to reach out.
Yeah,
Sarah, I think you
definitely.
were one of our earliest businesses to be listed with us at
Is
Catholic.
that right? I
Yeah,
love what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I think it's so important.
it's amazing. I think if I remember correctly, you were even involved with our early gift guides way
Oh,
back
yeah.
when we used
Yeah,
to
way
do.
back. Yep. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes.
So
That's
we've
fantastic.
we've all come so far since then.
We have. I know. It's so great.
But I'm just grateful that you are part of Catholic owned, and you're doing this really beautiful and important work. And
Oh,
I
thank you.
just love, I remember when you first shared that you were doing, branching out into the wholesale. I just am so
Yeah.
excited to see how you're taking this beautiful craft, and it is something, obviously it's a business, it's supposed, contributing to your family, but
Yeah.
it is giving, businesses and nonprofits this beautiful option.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just great.
Thank
So
you so much. Yeah, it's really fun.
yeah, I know someday we're gonna be able to get a Catholic owned logo and some of those leather goods. I think that will be so cool.
Definitely. I would love to do, and
Um,
your logo would be perfect for it. Like it's, those good, simple, beautiful logos are just exactly what stamps really nicely into the leather. Little gold foil. We could make you something really beautiful.
oh wow, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we gotta do
Yeah.
that for
We've
sure.
got to do that. That'd be so fun.
Aw. Well, this has been wonderful, Sarah. Where can everyone find you in case they aren't connected with you yet?
I'm really active on Instagram. I do have a Facebook page and a website. So basically, Wild Things Leather Goods, and I'm here and there and everywhere. But if you type that into your browser, you'll find me. Yep. And if you're
Wonderful.
interested in corporate goods, definitely just reach out directly.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. And we do have everything in the description. But for sure, Sarah Antonio, thank you so much for being my guest today. This was awesome.
Thank you, Brooke. This was wonderful. It's so nice to talk to you.
Yes, amazing. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. This has been the Wednesday show of Catholic Owned Live. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, having conversations all about building the new Catholic economy. Before we go today, I do want to also give a shout out to our upcoming event on April 16th. This is our Catholic Economy Forum. Tickets are officially on sale now, so be sure to check our website if you're on our email list or any of our socials. Grab your tickets, and there are also sponsorships available. We have a few sponsorships available still. This event is going to be absolutely amazing. You will be hearing more about it, but be sure to grab your tickets for the Catholic Economy Forum on April 16th. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will be back here on Friday for Founder Friday, and I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. Okay, and now end everywhere.